Literally, I shit you not. It was my day off and everything like that, right? And then literally, fucking, you get videos couple days later. Like you get like 2 videos next to a row or so. Apparently, like Muujin talked about it. Of course, like it was my day off. I was preparing videos for for this week in general, right? Um, and honestly, I was not expecting this was gonna happen. So I'm curious what actually happens. Muujin's objective defense of Deme implodes after sharing fake tweets. And then you get the Muujin situation, genuinely embarrassing. I don't know what's happening there. And then also we still have, I think, a little bit more information about it. So, yeah. Skip Muujin part 7, covered it. What, the last one? What, this one right here specifically? We can skip this one if it's anything important, so... But I'd be curious to see what this is all about, to be honest. Honestly, I was not expecting this to last very long. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We got like 8 parts in total. But I'm mostly more curious about the Rima one, to be honest. This piques my interest because apparently this is insane. So for those who don't know, Deme came back, right? She came back from Japan, from her trip to Japan, back to the Philippines, and apparently, there's a lot of stuff, and she thinks it's all a joke. I'm super curious to see, right? Nobody has covered it yet, so Rima has a highlight on it on the specific part of the subject on this video, and I want to see what this is all about, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not that fucking chronically online to keep track of all of this, okay? All right? I'm like, if whatever pops up on my timeline feed on YouTube or so is basically what I talk about. Same thing on Twitter too as well. Like whatever pops up here, but the only thing I check on here is like just awesome like shit in general. So, anyways, let's take a look at it. Let's see what's going on about here. Apparently, we don't really need to look at the Muujin stuff, so it's nothing really too relevant. But I am super curious to see what this is about. I want to see what this is about right now, so I'm super curious about this. Let's see what's happening. What is going on here? So she came back and apparently we have some problems still.
I mean, this week in particular has been crazy, and it's been crazy. There's 2 main topics today, which is hopefully it's the finally of this Deme Shibi saga.
Closing thoughts on the way the Twitter drama, I wanted to say the way that you handle it has made me a fan. You stood your ground, you called out the grifters, you weren't afraid of the minority of folks that never followed you anyway, being hateful. We need more VTubers like you. I appreciate that.
We need more VTubers like you. That's pretty wild to say that. She's literally farming those people. Like those people who literally hate Chibi, who hate Rev, who hate, those people overall who hate those specific types of people who speak the truth. They're gonna get popular. Like yours truly, like us specifically, when it comes to I know like Smuggleon and everyone else is popular, but everyone else who's like not in that specific sphere will never get popular, because our content is not pushed forward. The content that these kind of specific VTubers are the ones that get pushed the most. So that's the only reason why these are the ones that get the most popularity. It's just how it is, So you have a bad hand, you have to work with it at the end of the day. The odds are always stacked against you.
Personally think that I could have handled it better. I think I could have made it more funnier. That's so funny.
What?
That's actually what I've been reflecting on. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so fucking sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I reflected a lot on what jokes I should have made instead. Nah! I missed out.
No way she had shower thoughts about what joke she should have made and said, didn't I tell you that nobody in this situation was going to learn anything? Everybody was just gonna double.
Yeah, because she's a kid at the end of the day. What do you expect? A person who acts like a kid like herself from high school will always be a kid for the rest of their life until they hit like 30. She won't grow up until she hits 30. She's not gonna grow up, to be honest. Even if she does act like this, even in her 30s, that also means that she's just never going to grow up mentality-wise. And I hate the excuse of her using specifically of like whatever shit that she has with. I hate those people who use that excuse or so to like justify their behavior and thinking that like, oh, I have this. Oh, I have this. I'm mentally ill because of this. I'm mentally ill because of that. Bitch, it's common sense half of those entire interactions that you had with, okay? It's fucking common sense, okay? It's not fucking, I have this special disease, mental health shit, I act this way. No. You're retarded, shut the fuck up, and just say you're sorry, and then move on. That's it. That's all you need to do. Or just clarify your stance. That's all you have to do. It's not that fucking hard. Okay? That's all I have to say about it. Like I said, younger VTubers will never beat the allegations that they're always high school kids. That's all I have to say. 30, I'm gonna be honest with you, the hag VTubers are the new 20s. Alright? The hag VTubers in general are just the new 20s, while the 20-year-old VTubers are the high school kids. That's all it is to it.
Down. Nah, dude, we need more VTubers like her. No, thank you. No, thank you.
We do not need more
So many
VTubers
jokes
like
I
her.
could have. I stand my ground that me posting my Deme 24/7 channel was the funniest thing ever. I do still think I'm standing my ground. I think that was the funniest fucking shit ever. So
You are the most retarded fucking VTuber I've ever heard in my entire life, to be honest. That's all I have to say. You know? Your PR is dog shit, Deme. I will be honest with you. It is pretty fucking bad. I thought I've seen pretty bad PR from the Logan Paul days or so, from his fucking shit, but you definitely know how to take it down a notch, don't you, huh?
somebody was in my 24/7 channel was like, dude, when is she gonna like fucking talk about the drama? It's been 2 hours.
No way.
And this is the people I'm trying to like fucking argue with. Like it makes it like so hard to take it seriously. It takes a genuinely so
Deme, you all you had to do was just clarify your stance specifically. That'd be like, hey, I like ecchi / fan service stuff, but I don't like full-blown NSFW. How hard is that for you to say that? Explain that to me. How hard is that for you to explain that? Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome. She doesn't have a PR team. She needs one, to be frankly honest. After this shit, Deme proves the point that Filipinas are like her and insanely unhinged in the worst possible way. Yeah, this is pretty bad, to be honest. Like I said, I've met some wonderful Filipinos and Filipinas, but man, dude, she definitely takes the kick. I'd be very curious to see. So I haven't really contacted my Filipina friend, and I'm super curious to see what she thinks about this, because she used to be like she used to be a little shithead when she was younger, but she's not like that anymore because she grew up. That's why. This literally just explains to her specifically that she hasn't grown up from her behavior. She has not, so. I do think that she's back early from Japan to start streaming to control the damage. Well, I don't know. She's not really controlling damage. She's just saying, oh, I could have made more jokes. That's basically what she's saying. Aún sigue del tema de ese VTuber que trataron de exponer, no sé qué es esa palabra. Piensa que sí había acabado. No sé qué es esa. Ahí están unas dos palabras que no entiendo yo en ese específico. To be frank, she didn't clarify in the second tweet 10 minutes after she first tweeted. Of course not, because she was crashing out because she saw fucking Chibi's name and then she started crashing out. Even the corpo VTubers have talked about the SFW and NSFW art, and she could have taken notes from them. Yeah, I'm like, it's not that hard, bro. Like, it's not hard for you. There's a time and a place where you can goof around, and then there's a time and a place where you need to clarify and then be professional in certain stances. But for me specifically, you want to know something? Acabado? Ah, okay. For me in my specific place, I don't give a fuck, to be honest. If you want to make an SFW of me, I'd be like, that's all. That's all I'm gonna do. I'd be like, hell yeah, bro. I'll probably retweet it and repost it and everything, you know.
Note apps is probably full of shitty fiance jokes.
Exactly.
Nah, dude, that's what she was reflecting on. I thought she was gonna say something wise, like the chatter.
She's not going to reflect. She's not gonna be wise. Deme have shown previous times and times again that, like, you know, hey man, it is what it is. Could be like, looks good. I want a commission. Looks good. I have an idea. Me jerking off a bunch of guys with my tentacles. There you go. See, I got an idea right there for you. You can thank me later.
Was praising her, and she would be like kind of humble about it, and she'd say something like, "But you know what? Thank you for defending me. But you know what? I've been reflecting on this, and after much reflection, I do believe that I could have handled some things better." Nah, instead she was like, I should have made more jokes.
So fucking hard. Like, it's an IQ check, and they couldn't like take it fucking seriously. Oh my god. Not the fucking vanish. Dude, the vanish is not gonna save you. Nah.
So the FBI showed up as his door on that viewer. Is he stupid? They printed out his chat message. Explain this, buddy. No fucking way.
Hey, Jose.
It looks fake.
Perception check, and they rolled a 1.
Hey, Eder.
Dude, it's just so hard to
Welcome,
take it seriously.
welcome.
You know what I mean?
First impression, well, you're
but yeah,
welcome
no,
to
there's
come
just
hang
so
out
many
with us.
situations where I think this is probably one of the most like. Okay, I have also another take. I personally think I was actually very clear, and all the people who think that I wasn't clear on my.
You have to remember, Deme, you're on the internet and there are people who don't understand that specifically. Okay? Like, you have to clarify in this day and age. You should know this because you're younger. You should know that a lot of the younger people, you have to clarify a lot more than you usually do. Even then, at the end of the day, you could have taken at least, like, I'd say, like, 5 minutes to reply and be like, no, Chibi, this is what I'm basically meaning. I like fan service / ecchi services for content. But when it comes to full NSFW nudity and full-blown, like, banging, I am not a huge fan of that. That's it. That's all you have to do. Is it really that hard? Is it really that hard for you to say that? No, it's not. It's really not that hard, Deme. But you let your emotions get to the wild of you, you exploded on impulse, and you literally crashed out the moment you saw Chibi's name, and you decide to trash talk him about his relationship that he had. I'm gonna be honest with you, you shouldn't be saying anything or anybody about anyone's relationship since you got back with your ex that literally like slashed you on your leg or stabbed you on your leg. However you want to portray the story, you know, knife, scissors, doesn't matter. You still got, you know, you still got stabbed. While promoting men's mental health, that's pretty crazy too as well. But hey man, that's it. It's fine if you don't like the person. It's a-okay, but for you to be disrespectful towards somebody says a lot about you specifically. Like, I have people that I don't like personally, right? When it comes to, like, content creation stuff, right? In the content creator sphere. But I'm not going to give them disrespect. Because that's not how it works. Okay? That's just how it is. But seeing you specifically crashing out over the person's name in general just says a lot about you. He literally prefers to burn everything after him, than rather accept his mistakes. Oh yeah. This person just doesn't want to accept their mistakes. They don't want to be wrong.
My main tweet of me not liking porn, I think you genuinely want to read what you want to read. I personally think that if you want to like dissect every single sentence or whatever, and then make it where it's like about you and what you think it meant, then like you've probably lost the plot and you just want to argue for the sake of arguing. And I don't like arguing for the sake of arguing. It's like the worst.
Are you sure?
Fucking waste of time.
I don't know about
because
that.
it's impossible to have a conversation with somebody who's not willing to
No,
have
it's hard to have a conversation with you specifically when literally you could have just clarified it instead of just crashing out for like a week or so without any problem whatsoever. You could have literally just straight up be like, "Hey, you're reading it in too much. This is basically is what I'm meaning from my perspective point of view. I get it. That's not how you look at it, but this is how I look at it, and that's it. That's it." How hard is it for you to be professional? That's my question I ask. Is it really that difficult for you, Deme, to be just professional and be like, hey, this is not what I mean, this is not what I'm not, and that's it?
an actual genuine conversation. It was a waste of energy.
It's a tough time
And
having a conversation
mean,
with you, to be honest.
Yes and no, but like about the genuine conversation, it's true that once they made up their mind about it, there was no convincing them otherwise, no matter how much evidence you'd show them. Like, I made this tweet once that it was a joke tweet, and I was like, I have this mental illness where I think that I'm gonna convince people by showing them evidence, but no, it doesn't work like that anymore. The internet has changed too much, and by that point where they were like, oh, this is the next thing we're gonna farm, this is the next topic that we're gonna make videos about, they just didn't care
Yeah, you can
anymore.
post it anywhere,
There was nothing she could have
you
said.
just put it under the art tag, and that's basically it.
The goalposts would have started shifting endlessly, just like kind of they're doing now with the Mujin video. You'd be pressed to find a video on YouTube that shows Shibi in a better light than this video, like in a commentary video. I've seen a lot of videos in my time. I haven't seen one that shed a better light on Shibi. It was not. That video was not defaming Shibi at all.
With streamer who using streaming as their job, they have no real way to get fire consequences. For them acting shitty, they are isolated by their own behaviors, by their echo chambers. So shitty people will continue to be shitty as long as they have people listening to them. Pretty much, yeah. Like I said, like I just personally just don't like her content. I don't like watching her content. Not my cup of tea. The whole loud equals funny type of thing, not my cup of tea. It's the same thing with queso, like I'm not really a huge fan of queso. Like after a few minutes or so of like the fat jokes, I find them pretty funny, right? Pretty creative. But then after a while, it just gets kind of boring after a while. So it's just kind of like, it's just not like my thing when it comes to like loud equals funny. I get it. That's the meta and everything like that. But loud equals funny is it's just not for me. That's just kind of like it in general. So I just don't personally find Deme funny, Maybe she does have genuine funny moments that will probably make me laugh and everything, but just overall she's just not my cup of tea. So there's no way someone like Deme will ever learn from this because they have people gassing her up and she didn't that's the problem. She's surrounded by like the wrong type of people when you need to surround yourself with the right kind of people to keep you level-headed at all times. And that's the problem with her specifically. While yours truly, or so I have friends who do keep me grounded, right? Chloe, do you think she acts similar to Bao? I wouldn't be surprised because they do wear their emotions out front, to be honest. I don't know how Bao is as of recently when it comes to, but like it's pretty close, but I don't think it's exactly the same. I think she's more the aggressive type compared to Bao, I'm like between her and Bao, I'd rather be friends with Bao than Deme, because if I disagree with Deme, she's probably gonna start like berating me for some type of reason for having a different opinion, or compared to if I had to pick between both of them, Bao the whale would probably be the one I'd probably pick compared to her, to be honest.
He should have been happy with it. I don't understand why he was unhappy with the video. To be fair, she could have said joke about him for doing a low blow. That's what I'm thinking. It could be. It could be. There's truth to that, but not safe for work is not the same as.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really hate Cinder. I don't hate anybody during the whole Bao Cinder drama, right? I just found it really funny. That's about it. I just make memes and just make fun of them and criticize both sides, and that's basically it, I did criticize Cinder because she did say it's just good business or it's just business or so, and also like thinking the whole mastermind was Shy Lily was on a whole schizophrenic episode, to be honest, but like I said, I digress. Okay, like I said, there are some things. Plus, also at the end of the day, either I'm gonna be honest with you, people who were criticizing me of the whole like literally like the whole Cinder document itself. Look, man, I'm not gonna sit here for an entire day reading a fucking document that you could have easily have this summarized in a couple of pages instead of literally making me read a 1000 fucking like, 1000 fucking page document. Okay, all right, that's all I gotta say about it. All right, like I said, okay, all right, could have been simplified so much, to be honest.
True. Technically, not safe for work is... I mean, it's not safe for work. Like, you don't pull it up at work with your boss looking behind your shoulder. If it's not 100% glazing him, it's slander, obviously.
In my personal opinion, I think that if you're unable to understand what I meant in the first tweet, and even when
So you are expecting everyone to know you off the bat, even though a person doesn't know you, doesn't understand what you're saying. So you're expecting everyone on the internet to know what you were saying. That's a pretty wild thing to say, in my personal opinion. I think the VTubers who tend to have those kinds of attitudes and personas are usually influenced by their community and become blinded by a false life. No, I just personally think that's how she is, to be frankly honest. I just generally think that's how she's always has been, you know?
didn't like I even made a 10-minute after my main tweet. I was like, okay, you know what? I wanted to make it even more specific to say like, dude, there's so many VTubers out there who loves this shit, genuine loves this shit. They love porn and they love like showcasing them having sex on.
You don't let I risk his stuff at work, okay? But what if my work is Twitter and my Twitter is full of yaoi, and I do look at prawn at work?
On social media and stuff. And I think, in my personal opinion, that kind of like art would be more appreciated with people who actually love that stuff. You know what I mean? So I personally think that it's such a waste on me. I personally think it's such a waste on me. And
I don't think it is, because that just generally means they actually like your model, you know? I'm like, at the end of the day, you live on the internet. I'm like, if it lives on the internet, there's porn of it. Anyways, you can't stop it at the end of the day. It just comes with the territory at the end of the day. So it's like you're trying to tell them, oh, don't do it. It's a waste. It's a waste on me. They're just gonna do it more. I shit you not. I bet you they're just probably gonna make more porn of you now, because you decided to basically like, say, don't do it for me, okay? It's a waste on me, chat. Don't do it. Don't do the porn of my model getting banged or so. Next couple of days, there's like more than 1,000 pages of like Deme porn now at this point.
And the people who are like making porn of me or whatever, I don't really give a fuck. I literally
All right,
said
bet.
on the
We'll
tweet
see,
itself.
Sky.
Just literally, if you want me to support it. I didn't even say don't do it. I didn't even say like, hello, you're not allowed to do this. I never said that. I said I personally just won't support it. I'm not gonna like fucking cry over like seeing my like porn of my VTuber. It's a fucking VTuber. It's so dumb. People cannot fucking read.
Okay, so if you hold on, go back.
I'm not gonna like fucking cry over like seeing my like porn of my VTuber. It's a fucking VTuber. It's so...
Okay, so if you don't care about your VTuber, then why were you making a big fuss about it on Twitter that I don't want to see NSFW of it? I'm like, okay, so if you personally don't care, if you generally do not care in general, right? Then why did you crash out so hard about it though? That's the question to ask. Like, why did you crash out? Did you needed to crash out for an entire week for this? No. If you generally didn't care, why did you make such a big fuss out of this?
Dumb. People cannot fucking read for shit. It is insane. You linking your VOD channel was so goated. I died laughing when every drama Slav VTuber fell for it. Waited 30 minutes.
Hey, we didn't wait the entire 30 minutes. We were in there for like 5 minutes, okay? And then we laughed about it. It was kind of funny. Whatever. Actually, I'm siding with Shibi now. Fuck this shit. That's us, chat. How many times did you open that link again? 2 times? Listen. You always have to check twice if you did lock your doors. You know?
It does feel like she's kind of a little bit, to be honest. But I'm like, you could have just... Because, like, there's a difference, right? There's, like, fan service / ecchi. Right? When it comes to that specifically... And then you have the then you have the actual, like, the actual thing itself when it comes to, like, when it comes to full NSFW, you know? Just a reminder, I'm extremely uncomfortable with NSFW of Artemide, but why do you make your VTuber look like that? Just because I like sexy and hot things doesn't mean I want to see porn of it. It's just a VTuber. Who do you think of when you see it? So you made like a mouse of you crying or so about this? I just feel like there are so many other content creators who'd love to have artists draw them in that way, and it'd be a wasted effort towards me too, but I like to make this clear. I'm completely okay with sexy stuff because I love sexy hot women. I just don't like porn. So what you're saying is, right, what you're saying specifically, you could have just said this, you know? Hey, I'm not really that comfortable with NSFW, but I'm okay with ecchi / fan service, since it doesn't go to that extreme when it comes to NSFW, to the full boning and proning. So I'm okay with that. I feel like with that statement, if you would have said that statement specifically, you would have been fine, to be honest. If you would have just if you just literally just would have just clarified it, this would have been done in like 2 hours. This conversation would have been dead in like the first 5 minutes, you know? That's it.
Know you locked your doors, you always go back and check a second time. And then the 3rd time I did it for jokes. I was playing it up. She should be apparently 17. Must be nice to stay youthful and carefree like that. You know, I'm out there stressing out about not using the right wording.
Preach.
I redo my explanations
Preach.
when I feel like I haven't been clear, but nah, fuck.
I definitely can see myself, if I fall into a controversy, it'll probably be something like this, sort of related or so, where like I didn't clarify on something, right? But even then, I probably would take like 5 to 10 minutes to clarify my statement, and then that's basically it, you know? Not like crashing out, not going full fucking Anna Banana or something like that, you know? That's kind of basically it, you know?
Call it that. Who cares? Who cares about all that? Sand. Guys, I got my Rolex. Wait, Demi brought up Asmongold's tweet on her, which do we have a timestamp in the Discord?
Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Anyway, the funniest thing I think that happened during this entire thing is that when they're doing their character smear campaign and they're bodying their fucking Twitter posts so that it can look real and stuff, one of them was like photos of me and shit, and I think that's hilarious. I did not think... If I'm being honest, when people, like, I have insane insecurities. I personally am very insecure. Anybody who has ever watched me knows I'm very insecure. However, whenever somebody compliments me on
everyone does at the end of the day. I'm like, that's why we're all VTubers.
stream, I always think that you guys are just being nice to me. Like, you know what I mean? When you're just complimenting somebody to be nice, and so that you'd feel better or something. I didn't know that people were serious. I thought I always had like an impression that you guys were just like being nice. Okay, the moment that Asmongold literally like said something about my fucking thing, I was like, oh shit, because I know how much Asmongold hates fat people. And I was like, oh my god, that is so funny. And you can have your opinions on Asmongold, but like, dude, we all know that he hates fat people. And I was fucking dying when I saw that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Is she gonna slide in his DMs now?
And then not only did he like say it once, he doubled down on it too. And I think that it's so fucking like, I think that's so fucking funny. Flint, she's like 43 months, dude.
Damn, Nikita back in the cock chair.
3 and Dirt Girl at 10 months with tier 2. Much love. And Flinty at 8 months. And Razcap at 11 months. Thank you. Buff Pup Virus at 2 months. And Undertaker, thank you so much, 11 months. And Rack Zav at 11 months. Every time they brought up your weight, I was like, you know, she can lose weight, but you can always say a piece of shit in your life. But yeah, no, I have never gotten this much compliments in my life.
Asmon was the second plapper all along.
I've never in my life. And it helped me a lot because maybe I realized that maybe I'm like so mean to myself. This whole situation made me realize that, wow, the way I look at myself maybe might be too mean. Because every single person that I saw that was calling me mid or like calling me just like fat ass or whatever the fuck, I look at their profiles and they tweet literally every 2 minutes of the day. And I was like, wow, dude, maybe I'm just too mean to myself. So we need to get 27 months. And like, damn, dude, I feel really good now. I was like, this, like, I don't know what it was, but so many people believe in me and stuff like that made me like want to lose weight even more. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like already doing great with my losing weight stuff. I was already doing great. I was already losing like pounds after pounds or whatever. And I was already like planning on having like a trainer and stuff because
I mean, that makes sense because insecure people often lash out at others.
I am disabled, so like I do need help in the gym because like if I do wrong, I'm gonna hurt myself. Like I will dislocate my fucking knee if I do the wrong movement very easily. Like if I haven't done weights since like maybe 3 years ago, and I've only done weights for maybe like 3 months. So like it feels nice that I've never really like genuinely exercised properly, and people still think that I'm pretty, which is kind of insane to me.
Well, no one really thinks you're ugly at the end of the day. So, like you shown a selfie of yourself. You know, it's not like she's ugly. You know, I'm just saying. I don't know. Okay.
The Roach King himself says your body is an A to S tier, by the way. Yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. If somebody told me that without me seeing that, I would have not believed you, and I thought you were joking. I genuinely think that would be a fucking joke. I would not believe.
I mean, honestly, I was also shocked by that tweet. Cause
no,
like,
I don't think she's ugly.
That didn't sound like an Asmon tweet. Like he would just come in and defend a female like that he doesn't know. You know, that's not Emiru. That's not part of his friends group. So that surprised me for sure.
Asmongold is joking. She's delusional.
He was rizzing her up, man. Asmongold.
Like I said, I don't know about the whole Asmongold thing of saying that like, oh, she's a fucking 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. I don't know. Okay, like I said, I'm not chronically online. Okay, whatever pops up on my feed on YouTube is what I look at. Okay.
Rismongold in the picture now.
But on the inside, it's a different story. Yeah, she's probably ugly on the inside, to be honest.
The rainbow shirt curse.
You may look hot on the outside, but holy hell, your personality is something that I am not a huge fan of, to be honest.
Tim, that's so funny that you guys made jokes like his shirt is like the mask to the goblin. That was funny. But he's not wearing the same shirt every day, right? Surely he like changes them and washes them. It's different shirts.
Her attitude is just not that great.
But is his XP bar high enough for her? Only time will tell. A few YouTubers pointed out Asmongold's double standard when literally a few months ago he made fun of fat women. Some people are saying that it's not that he made fun of fat women, but he made fun of fat positivity. I am not sure. I feel like he would make fun of fat women. Like I don't know. But again, because I haven't checked the videos myself,
Yeah, I
I
haven't
can't
even
say that
bothered
with full
checking the video
confidence.
either.
I guess one
So.
shirt per week. Look, I'm still wearing Monday shirt. It's still good. Listen, it's
Pretty much.
I think it's okay to like sleep in your shirt and like get out of the house again. But like I wouldn't wear a shirt past 48 hours. I think that's the max. 48. Yeah. 48 hours is 2 days. You remember? Okay. Wait. That's 2 days? Well, I think I'm changing it to 24 hours then. Asmon calls fat people hogs all the time, but it's mostly because they're promoting fat positivity or doing something bad. I know he had fun time with Caleb, the finance guy. Oh yeah. Do you put a timer on their shirt? Can past 48-hour use what is this shirt as a service? No, I can read analog in the calendar. It's literally on my desktop. Like I'm hovering over it right now. It says Saturday, June 20th, okay? Rima would get so stunlocked by military time. Oh my god, I would. I watch a lot of military movies. I think I watched most of them. And yes, that screws my head so much. Like
Okay, so at least from the gist of everything, right? For what we just learned from Deme just wanted to make more jokes or so in general towards Chibi. She just kind of like wasn't really professional about it. Just took the piss on things. So it kind of basically says a lot about her specifically when it comes to personality wise. So I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's what do you expect at the end of the day? It is what it is. It's just kind of like I'm just kind of like, yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. I'm like, honestly, like her specifically is she's just a person who just doesn't really care about specifically, and just her personality wise is just whatever. I'm just someone who wouldn't associate with somebody like this personally. Like if I seen them at like some kind of convention or something like that, or some project we had to do and she was part of the team, I'm like, I have to I'm giving her respect at the end of the day. Why wouldn't I? I'm like, yeah, she just has the mean girl attitude, to be honest, and that's just how she is. It's just VTuber stuff, but at the end of the day, she was very unprofessional. She could have just literally just clarified her stance and then move on, or just not answer. That's it. She could have just also not answered as well, and we just would have been fine. But it is what it is. What do you expect? It just happens. But hey, whatever, man. It is what it is. You do what you want to do. Apparently, there are people who want more VTubers of her specifically. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather not have more VTubers of her, in my personal opinion. So, streaming is her job. So she acts with some she needs to act with some amount of professionalism. I don't think she will, to be honest. It'll be a while until that happens. She's the kind of person I would reciprocate if she said hello, but wouldn't go out of my way to greet her. Yeah, of course. No, I didn't look at the Mujin thing. Like I said, she could have just clarified her stance, or she could have just ignored it, but instead she decided to crash out on the dude just by seeing Chibi's name, or just seeing Chibi literally in general made her crash out. That's how it literally began. So I don't know if I want somebody who is a role model to a bunch of other VTubers who look up to Deme, or people who look at her or so as a Oshi and saying that you want to have a person who crashes out on seeing somebody in their replies. I don't know. Personally, for me, not my cup of tea, like I said, right? But like I said, you do you. You do you. You enjoy what you like at the end of the day, but I am going to criticize at the end of the day. Adios, Elise. Ahí te veo. But yeah. Shit, if I knew her personality, I wouldn't greet back doubtly because she's a C person. What are you saying? Are you saying all C people are bad? I never watched VTuber content before. When I saw you, you seemed really calm compared to everything else out there. I'm one of the more chill, relaxing ones, to be honest, compared to the the crazy loud ones, I'm just not a loud person. That's just it, I just can't yell. It's not part of my DNA. I mean, Cinder was I think the first fall of VTuber, or Shy Lily. Well, the first fall of VTubers? What do you mean fall of VTubers? They set the bar? What, set the bar high or something? IMC, she should get double of a look down from me. Oh, oh, I see. But yeah, like I said, I'm old. I don't have time for this shit. Like, I really don't have time with this kind of behavior, in my personal opinion. If I had someone in my friend circle who was acting like this in general, I'm just, number one, I'm probably gonna stay quiet and not even bother even like that, or and then also another thing too as well, like I probably wouldn't even talk to them that much, because their energy would tire me out so fast, to be honest. It would generally tire me so fast. I'm just kind of like, yeah, not my cup of tea. I just rather have some people to hang around with from time to time, and that's basically it. But anyways, that's the end of the video. This is the end of the whole Deme thing. I know there's a whole Muujin thing. Muujin made a video and all this other stuff too as well. I'll see if I cover it or not, but we'll see. If you want me to cover it, I'll definitely will. You can let me know down in the comment sections down below, and then yeah, you guys can tell me what you guys think about it. For me personally, I wouldn't want I wouldn't want more VTubers of her. Nobody wants more VTubers of her, okay? That's all I have to say about it. And yeah, hopefully we can finally put this to rest, and we can finally move on. And holy shit, this was the most dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. True, she might get a whooping if she yaps too much in front of me. She didn't get enough Asian whooping. Who knows? I don't really care anyways. That's the end of the video. And honestly, this shit was so stupid. This could have been done. This could have been over in like the first 30 minutes, but it is what it is. And peace.